something different, isn't it? So it was, but that was a challenge we set ourselves, and I think it was helped by the fact that the film was written for specific locations and specific places, like that little bay and the town and the island and stuff like that.
And so was Chris involved in kind of the conception of this?
Oh, no, not the choice of, no. I wrote the script around places that I knew existed. Do you understand? And they had a certain magic to them, so I think that helped.
I'm going to open the floor. Please keep your questions clear and succinct so we can get as many as possible.
The actress, Alicia. There's a film called, I needed somebody from Eastern Europe, and I saw as many people as I could from Eastern Europe, and I met Alicia. I met her in London, and I immediately invited her to read for me in Dublin, and she was kind of extraordinary. And the only movie I'd seen her in was a film called Trade, which was about the kind of slave, or sex trade, and set in Mexico. And she had a part in that, but she was extraordinary in that. So I did a reading with her, and she was quite wonderful. And we read together, didn't we? No!
We read together. We did not read together, Mr. Jordan.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, my memory is going blank. Oh, I did a little test on a video camera, and I showed it to Colin. Yeah, that's right.
Yes,
she can't be here with us tonight for reasons I don't fully understand.
Right here, please. Question was, where in Ireland was it from?
There's a place called. There's a place. Yeah, you can't go there. There's a place called. It's called the Beara Peninsula, and it's the furthest place from Dublin Airport you can get without ending up in the Azores. But for some reason, it's off the tourist trade, much to the tourist track, much to the annoyance of the local people. But it's kind of, it's rough and ready and extraordinarily beautiful, special. Colin has spent a lot of time there. Do you want to talk about it?
It's rough and ready and kind of beautiful. It is, I started there. The first job I ever did that I got paid for, I worked in Castletown Bear doing a 4-part mini-series for the BBC, and I fell in love with the place. And it was amazing because it was the job that kind of taught me to drink on film. And drink in film, and drink before film, and during film, and after film. It was a massive piss-up. Summer, maybe 1997. And an amazing crew, and amazing people, and the locals embraced us in the very much the same way they embraced us when we were making this film. They were just really happy to have the population kind of doubled nearly, and to have the trade, to have the economy come into town. But they were just very excited about it, and they very much welcomed us while we were doing Ondine as well. And we kind of, I felt like I became part of the fabric of the town, part of the fabric of the village. And it was great. We went back because I got to see a lot of people, including the owners of McCarthy's bar and so on and so forth, that I hadn't seen in 11 years. I couldn't believe their pugs were still alive. I went in, the 2 pugs I used to drink with were still. So there's a wonderfully intellectual answer to whatever the question was. I won't be here all week.
The question was, though, what was it like acting with a little girl?
Oh, she was gorgeous. I mean, she was as funny to act with and as smart and as quick-witted and found it as easy to put me down or find kinks in my use of the English language as much as she does Syracuse in the film. She was gorgeous. She was gorgeous, and she'd never acted before, and so she was just beautifully honest and apparently lacking in ambition. Regarding this, I don't know if that may have changed. Maybe she's having a meeting with her agent right now. But was just there because she came upon it. She ended up in a room with Neil, and Neil really wanted her to be part of it because she was so spectacular. And her parents were wonderful as well. They were around, and they were really decent, and they were really protective. Because it's a dodgy enough place for an adult, a film set. But she was lovely. She was a dream to work with, really, really easy. So smart.
Yes, up there.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It's a comment. Is there a question over here? Yes? If you didn't hear that, she says Colin touched her.
It was dark and I only went to brush by him. I was in a rush. I was in a rush to the toilet. These things get magnified in the press, you know?
Yes, sir, over there.
Desi's too mean for free Guinness. Slops. No, I'm joking. Don't know. Don't think so. No. Oh, there was a time. Huh?
Yes. The question was why this.
Well, no, I'll tell you the truth about this. Sorry.
The question was referring to Neil's consistent references of circuses in all of his films.
I wasn't aware of that. Sorry, I wasn't. No, this is a true story. I called the character Syracuse because I made a movie years ago called The Butcher Boy. The Butcher Boy. Not years ago, but 2 years ago. And when we were shooting in Clones, where Pat McCabe comes from, there was this drunk there, yeah, and he used to always try and stop the shooting by shouting and throwing things at us. And his name was Syracuse. And they always say, "Get the fuck out of there, circus, would you?" You know, someone take care of the circus, will they? So that's where I got the name from, basically. And I didn't mean there to be references to the circus in this. It just the name appealed to me, you know. Oh yeah, that's Butlin's holiday camp. You know, I spent too much of my childhood there. I just can't get it out of my brain. So.
It wasn't set dressing. It wasn't set dressing. That's where a lot of those who immigrated into Ireland and are waiting for to be processed by the government are kept.
Yeah, it's a kind of an asylum appeals kind of holding centre.
Yeah.
You know, much to a lot of people's unhappiness.
Some form of education system as well as for
I'm afraid that's all the time we have. Thank you guys.